Okay, so I did my first round of Prince's Promise decks, and in between those, I'm going to be playing Baratheon decks, trying to see like what the some decks for the faction will look like with some of the new cards from the box. And we're going to start with just a Fealty good cards deck because why not? That seems like the best starting point. And we're going to try to get spicier from there. But this deck is pretty straightforward. Initially, I wanted to do like the new Robert plus the core set Stannis and put in Blackwater Bay. And that's doable, but I think if you're doing that, then you might as well just make it a dominance deck. And I don't want to play dominance, so I moved away from that. The new version of Robert is still really good and worthwhile all on his own. He doesn't need any support. He can mess people up just sitting there with that ability. Finally, I think this is, well, again, it's just a different version of Robert, but it is at least another character in this cost spot that actually seems worth his cost for Baratheon. Unfortunately, they're still rather lacking in any other characters that are really worth their cost in that slot, but we still play Stannis. It's sad to imagine comparing this Stannis to the 6 and 7 cost characters that are available to factions like Greyjoy, or even like Tyrell, but this is probably the other best option for this cost spot. And again, he's still better than the other versions of Stannis. I think this is his best version, outside of maybe a dedicated dominance deck. Might play the dominance version of Stannis, the one with the ability that if you win dominance, you can stop something from standing. But again, that even in a dominance deck, that card is so limited by the fact that it requires targeting a non-loyal character. So even in that type of deck, I probably wouldn't play it. I'd probably play like Robert, the 7 cost Melisandre, and the 6 cost Selyse, and Stannis just wouldn't be in the deck, maybe. Something like that. But yeah, so they're in here, and then I tried to go with like the most efficient characters and cards that are also loyal. We're playing trade routes because we're Baratheon. So we're playing Begging Brother because we have trade routes. Beric and Thoros are R'hllor characters that enable Valar Morghulis, and it helps being able to pay for them because you play trade routes. I wanted plot space, so I went with the 3 copies of Crescent so that I don't have to play Confiscation or Here to Serve. Dale is a nice character. He's loyal. He can bring back Kingsgate or Spears of the Merling King. Corset Melisandre, still one of the best Baratheon characters, still the best version of Melisandre. But we have the new card, the Red Priest, which is probably the best new Baratheon character. This new Robert is really good, but he has the opportunity cost that you're not playing the Corset Robert, whereas there's no opportunity for Red Priest. He's just an auto-include in every Baratheon deck. Probably their best character at the 2 or 3 cost spot. 1 copy of Sir Barristan. He can do some tricks with Valar Morghulis, and I mean, he's a reasonable high-cost guy. Also can use Lightbringer, which is in the deck because it's pretty decent if it can go on Robert or Stannis. Imri, another good new character. You can combo him with like Spears of the Merling King and then Dale Seaworth to bring back cards that he sacrifices with his ability. And he can just be a generally, like this can be a game saver. I've talked about this card already. I think he's worth having at least 1 copy in basically every Baratheon deck. Especially because there's so few actual good Baratheon cards at this cheap cost slot. And I like the Storm's End Maester. He's cheap, he's loyal, and he gives you some card draw. Even if it's still like just insane how bad he is compared to some of the card draw options for other factions. I mean, compare this guy to Greenblood Trader in Martell. He has a condition and he has to kneel, whereas the Greenblood Trader has no condition, doesn't kneel, and you get to pick one of 2 instead of just drawing 1. And it's like that compared to a lot of other stuff too. Compare it to like Three Finger Hob, for example. It's hilarious how much worse this guy is, but you're Baratheon, so what can you do? This is what you have. Scene in Flames, still the best Baratheon event. Dragonstone Castle is actually pretty good, and it's loyal. Red Keep, still a Baratheon staple. And we've got these negative attachments, the Trader, Milk, Hunting Accident. These really help deal with big characters and punish people for playing them. And of course, bodyguards. Plots, I have At the Gates. I think Forced March should probably be Varys' riddle. I'm not sure why this is in here. I feel like I had a reason at one point, But looking at this, you don't have that many cheap military icons. It's like Red Priest and Emery, and that's it. So this should probably be Varys' riddle. Or just, you know, whatever random plot that you want to have as your 7th. And we've got the king in the north because we have 2 kings, counting coppers, and trade routes in Valar. Pretty straightforward deck, but there are some new cards that make it better than previous Baratheon Fealty decks. I will say with the box, Baratheon has finally gotten to the point where I actually don't have enough deck space to put every card into the deck that I want. There are multiple cards that barely miss the cut, such as Courtney Penrose and Justin Massey, and even the Bastard of Nightsong, all 3 of which would be completely reasonable to have in the deck. Those ended up being cut for Begging Brother, which I feel is slightly better, but those are definitely options. You could also cut the hunting accidents for those, I guess. I don't know. The thing about hunting accident is it's really insane when it finds a good target, but what you'll realize is you'll run into these decks that basically don't care about their characters at all, like Martell, and then of course Night's Watch is a whole faction where you can't even attach it to most of their characters. But if you're playing against Martell or Targaryen, they don't care about you putting a hunting accident on anything, because they're not trying to win by doing challenges anyways. They're just winning by non-interactive board removal, so it's useless in those cases. Milk of the Poppy still has some uses in those matchups, although it's also pretty bad. But if you can somehow manage to get a milk onto Nymeria Sand or something, then it can be good. Damn, he riddled me. You riddled me. Don't riddle me, bro. Well, at least we can put Traitor to the Crown on his Stannis right away. That's nice, I guess. I want to get my Stannis into play right away, if possible, so that he can't do the King in the North. Come on, draw an economy location. Damn. Unlucky. Oh yeah, and this guy's a R'hllor. I always forget that he has the R'hllor trait. Actually useful in this case. Well, I don't know that we need to play Traitor since we kneeled him. Maybe let's play Lightbringer? I'd really like to play the Red Keep, but I can't afford it. Maybe Storm's End Maester? Lightbringer just has to be better. Now watch him play Melisandre and kneel my Stannis. Oh, it's Robert. Not the Iron Bank. Why do you play that? Well, that owns me. Assuming he has something to spend 9 gold on. Aha, he did have the Melisandre. Well, I got wrecked. What can I say? I wasn't prepared for the Iron Bank will have its due. Hunting accident. And I'm not playing here to serve, and I didn't draw one of my 3 crescents. That's just beautiful. As dumb as it is, it's probably correct to just go Valar next turn. With that being the case, let's do an intrigue challenge. Because not only will it kill probably the 2 best characters in his deck, it'll also kill my Stannis, who I can return to hand with Spears of the Merlin King and discard that hunting accident. Then we're going to have to hope to come back into the game with some trade routes. Very unfortunate that we can't draw economy locations, though. That is a big problem. Maybe I could wait a turn and put Bodyguard on Stannis, but Stannis is useless with this hunting accident on him. So I think I'll just go ahead and do it. Feels bad, but what can you do? I got screwed about as possibly hard as it is to get screwed there. Let's make him first and pray that we draw a lore card. I guess I can just Marshal Lightbringer if I have to. Although marshalling it on Melisandre is obviously not ideal. Hey, Dragonstone Faithful, that's nice. Yeah, it looks like I have to Marshal Lightbringer onto Melisandre. You don't have to. I guess we'll see. I guess this deck could be Wars to Come as the restricted card, but then again, you're not playing Trade Routes, and I think Trade Routes is better than the Wars to Come. So it's Stannis. That makes sense. Hopefully he can't marshal anything else. Nice. So that Valar worked out. Because this guy's going to get kneeled. Yes, play more locations. Give me a trade routes. Since I got totally screwed on my location draw, I need your locations to fuel my trade routes. Let's put Lightbringer on this guy. So this way, we can potentially get Lightbringer back and put it on a character where it actually does something. Now next turn he can go the King in the North, which feels bad, but what can you do? What can you do? I guess I should go trade routes, because if I go trade routes, I'll have 7, so I'll have exactly enough to get him, even if he goes King in the North. Can put my Stannis in. Called that. The only question is whether I want to go first or second. I don't know, man. Feel like maybe I should go first because of military claim. Sure, let's just go first. Why not? Like, his Melisandre is dead, so there's not that much of a punish to going second anymore. There's Crescent. Alright. Try and play another hunting accident, see what happens this time. Ha! Thought you were going to play the King in the North? No, sir. Can't get me with that garbage. Boom, boom. Get out there, Crescent. I'm very safe from Valar. I don't care if he wants to do his Valar, because I have saves on my good characters, unlike when he Valar'd. The only question is, do I want Bodyguard? I think I just play Scene in Flames. That's probably the way to spend the 1 gold. Hey, Zora High Reborn. Well then. So Stannis can still get into some challenges if he can find a R'hllor character. This was another reason to go first, Red Priest. But since I had 2 copies of Stannis and a bodyguard, the Red Priest wouldn't have been able to screw me over very badly. Because I could still marshal Stannis with a bodyguard, even if he picked one of the 2 copies. Oh, he picked Scene in Flames, not Beric. That's a little interesting. I mean, he's going to have to kill this guy for military anyways if he can't get another character out. Unless he wants to kill Stannis, which, if he wants to do that, I guess I'm not going to complain. Imagine if this Iron Throne was a Storm's End Maester. That's why you don't play Dominance, bro. The spicy thing is if the Red Priest dies, I'll be able to play Scene in Flames right away with the 1 gold. So I'll still get to do what I was planning to do originally. And I would have to be concerned about In the Name of Your King, but he has 0 gold. So I'm pretty sure he's going to have to kill that Red Priest. Yep, too bad. Get out. Oh, I should have picked the Iron Bank. Why did I pick... I clicked Melisandre without thinking. She's dead. Oh well, who cares? Now, he might have a random Valar Dohaeris, since he's Wars to Come. What should I do here? If I go Forced March, I can't afford Beric. I have to play Treybrowse to be able to play Beric. I don't know if it's worth it. I guess I have a King's Gate to draw, so let's go for it. Forced March, sure. You can see how Treybrowse saved me in this game, even though I got horribly screwed on economy. At least for the first couple turns, I'm finally drawing it now. I'm still able to play cards and be in the game because of Treybrowse. Ghost of High Heart. Actually has potential to be an annoying character if he uses the ability. Alright, let's play our R'hllor character. Get him Beric. See, he's good with Treybrowse. And we do this. Still don't see any need for a bodyguard. We'll save it in case we get to Marshal Robert. And I guess we might as well play this on Stannis. Yeah. Might as well. I think that's all we can do for the turn. Yep. Dragonstone Faithful with a Lightbringer. He's Azor Ahai. The Dragonstone Faithful is going to get him. No, not my Robert. Don't do it. Ugh, so rude. Let's wait for the Ghost of High Heart to either kneel or die before using the King's Gate and the Storm's End Maester. We know that the last card in his hand is the Iron Bank will have its due, which doesn't seem particularly useful for him. So I'm going to defend his intrigue instead of declaring one against him with Melisandre. Although, to be fair, the cards in my hand are pretty garbage, too. Oh, yeah, look at this draw. Beautiful. Get him, Lightbringer. My phone is ringing. I don't know if the recording's picking that up, but I'm not going to answer while I'm recording. Where is this guy's draw plot? He played Forced March when he had one card in hand instead of playing a draw plot. Your war's to come. You don't have a draw plot? What are you doing? Now I think if he has Valar Dohaeris, he'll play it. It's very unfortunate that he sniped my Robert. But I couldn't do anything about that. Couldn't have known that that was going to happen. I don't think I need this many economy locations. Let's discard a Great Hall, since Robert got discarded. I guess I'll play Forced March. I could play Counting Coppers, to be honest. If I play Counting Coppers, how much money am I going to have? 2, 3, 4, 5? Not even enough to play Castle and Emery, so we'll go for Forced March. Wildfire Assault, okay. Has to admit, I didn't really see that coming. Think I'll go first? Sure. Well, it gives me my Lightbringer back. That's convenient. I'm honestly tempted to keep Maester Crescent, but he doesn't seem to be playing any draw plots, so that significantly reduces the odds that he'll draw into like a milk or something. If he does play milk on Beric, though, I'll be so sad because there's no way to get rid of it besides like Spears of the Merlin King and let him die. Oh, I was supposed to go second so I could use Melisandre's ability in marshalling with Lightbringer. It was a misplay. Oh well. Let's play the castle and Emery Florence. Oh, he has Maester Crescent. And a Red Priest. Neither one of those are very scary. He picked Hunting Accident, even though he has Maester Crescent. But again, to be fair, the other cards in my hand aren't worth very much. I'm holding this copy of Melisandre in case of random, what do you say, Valar Dohaeris? I don't think he has it. I think he would have used it if he had it, but still. So let's do military first. See if he kills the Red Priest or Maester Crescent. Okay. Well, I guess if I did power with Stannis, I would just win the game. Should still win anyways on dominance. Actually, is he going to win dominance? He'll win dominance by 1 point. That's unfortunate. I don't see how I can lose at this point. But it's still technically a misplay. I could have won this turn, and I'm not going to. Oh, I still could have won it there by using Emery to make this guy kneel, and then getting the unopposed. So that was a misplay also. Yeah, look at Barrack. Don't you wish you had Barrack in your deck, opponent? Why aren't you playing Barrack? He's so good. You got owned by Barrack. Imagine playing the Wars to Come instead of Trade Routes and Barrack Dondarrion. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. I have nothing in my hand that costs any gold, so I'm going to play Coppers now. I tried to click Coppers. What did he play? Oh, you win or you die. Okay, there's his draw plot. See how much good it does him. Come on, give me a R'hllor card. Top deck it. Give me a Red Priest. Come on. Hit pass, dude. Why is this guy not hitting pass? Damn, no R'hllor. Well, let's see what he drew. Stannis is already here, and Robert is dead. So yeah, there's not much that I think he could have drawn that would save him. Let's meme on him with Emery. Boom, got him. You have to kneel your board. What are you waiting on? Click the cards. He's refusing to use Sir Emery Florent. He doesn't want to admit defeat. Oh, he disconnected. I assume that's him leaving the game permanently. Because he's definitely 100% dead. Alright, got him. That was a bit lopsided. Let's try another one. Maybe I can run into Greyjoy and die. See, how long did that take? 30 minutes. A respectable length game there. It's like a 20-minute game if we assume the first 5 to 10 was me talking about the deck, but and it was just kind of over after that Valar Morghulis dude. He messed up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe his hand didn't give him any other options. All right, here's Greyjoy, but it's Banner the Wolf, which is suspicious. Well, let's see what happens. Don't like setting up a Red Priest, but I'm not going to mulligan and risk getting an awful unplayable hand. Do I want to play Milk of the Poppy just to get it out of my hand? Probably not when they have a Greyjoy house card. Botley Crew. See, the banner of the wolf can indicate something weird. Well, I guess that's a good milk target, so. So he's trying to play like a take away your income deck. He's going to be disappointed because I'm playing double trade routes. Come on, make me first player. Do it. Just do it, man. Make me first. I dare you. Oh, that's too bad. Well, that means I get to use Melisandre. Let's get another Great Hall because we have Beric. He is not getting Great Halls, which is a good sign. It means he might not be playing expensive characters. And Greyjoy is actually very questionable in their quality if they're not playing 6 and 7 cost characters. Watch him still play the 6 cost Euron. It'd be funny. If I had been first player... Oh no, I still can't stop the Botley crew. This isn't... I wouldn't be able to milk it in time before the ability triggers. So I guess it's good that I'm second player. Like if he plays Great John Umber, I can kneel it instead of dying to it. Although if I go first, then Great John Umber is not as scary anyways. Oh, what if he plays Ward? No! I realized it right when he clicked it. Where's Maester Crescent when you need him, man? He's never there when you need him. That's not good. At least he has 0 gold, so I don't have to deal with We Do Not Sow. Alright, kneel these 3. Melisandre comes out. And then Storm's End Maester for military claim. Maybe I can use a bodyguard for claim. So if I kneel these 3, Melisandre costs 2, and then I'm 1 gold off of being able to play bodyguard and Storm's End Maester. That sucks. That sucks. I think we still have to try to play her. Probably. I'm also thinking about playing Red Priest. If I play Red Priest, then what am I doing? Red Priest plus Storm's End Maester and milk the Botley crew? Doesn't seem super appealing. Let's just do this. At least we can go straight into trade routes next turn. Ward, what a ridiculous card. He'll probably play March next turn, but there was no way out of it. I have no plays that would avoid that. I think I'm just going to go for power. I don't know that attacking his 7-card hand is going to be super useful at this point. So if he plays March to the Wall, he's going to discard the Red Priest or Bran, probably the Red Priest. So I'm going to use my castle on the Botley crew. Get trade routed. Oh, what is this? Late Summer Feast. That's weird. I'm going to go first so I can use Red Priest. And try to snipe whatever he's planning to use that Late Summer Feast on to pay for. Probably Ramsay Snow. Yeah, it's got to be Ramsay Snow. Then let's do Sir Barristan, Bodyguard, and Milk. Yeah, because we can do this to get the spears out. Harrenhal is definitely a problem because it'll kill my Begging Brother if I ever get a chance to try and play that. But I can Spears the Begging Brother back into hand. And I think Barrick is basically immune to Harrenhal because I think the forced reaction happens before Harrenhal, regardless of first player. Although I'm not sure about that. But if I'm first player, then Barrick is 100% safe. I do wonder what his Shadows card is. How did I miss this? How did I not see this card? Well, that's frustrating. I don't want to do a military because he'll kill my warded Red Priest and use ward on the other one. If I just don't do any challenges, I think I can block Euron from winning any challenges. So that's probably the play. I can just go for like Dragonstone Castle on Barristan. No, that would be dumb. I was thinking about like, oh, I could Valar Morghulis, but that would be dumb. I'm not going to do that. Again, we don't defend this so that we can block Euron from winning any challenges. Also, I draw a card off of it, which honestly is worth the power claim, being able to draw. Oh, he can still win Intrigue. I did my math wrong. That sucks. Misplay. Oh well, he didn't get the ability. That's really good. Yeah, now he's going to get Dragonstone castled, so. Get castled. Alright, now what do I do? Trade routes again? Seems like the safest play. I really hope he doesn't have political disaster. But these Botley crew decks, I wouldn't be surprised if he has it. Alright, that's fine. Come on, put me first player. You know you want to do it. Just do it, man. He keeps putting himself first. That is interesting. He already has Harrenhal in play, so that's not a reason to do it. Do I want to give him an Iron Fleet Scout? Why is this in his deck? I'm not sure. I'll just give him a Rose Road, I guess. Risen, probably. Jeez, I don't want him to have either one of these events. Yeah, I can't afford to let him have We Do Not Sow. If he plays We Do Not Sow on like Dragonstone Castle and then does We Take Westeros to steal it, that's probably game over. Really cannot afford to let that happen. Maybe the card in Shadows is Makoro. I have to be a little bit wary of that. But I think Makoro costs 5 gold, so we'll see if he saves 5 or not. I think if he saves 5, that'll be kind of a giveaway that that's what it is. The more likely option is just Nighttime Marauders. But I don't think I can do anything about Nighttime Marauders. Just have to deal with it. Okay. Let's do this. Please use Harrenhal. Thank you. Risen? Damn, there's 2 Risens. That's trash. Probably Ward in that case. Or Harrenhal. I think Harrenhal is probably more annoying. Since I burned my spears there, I don't have another answer if he plays another one. Let's get this card onto Asha. Should we put it on Asha or Euron? I guess we'll just put it on Euron. Who cares? Begging Brother can cancel. Nothing relevant at the moment. Don't want to play Barrick if he's going to do Dohaeris. So let's just do this and pass. Plus Barrick is another Melisandre trigger. I think I've gotten pretty screwed for this turn. Still not going to do military for reasons that I outlined before. Just going to cross my fingers to discard that second ward. Then I can do military. Risen. It's okay. I'll get the ward eventually. Yeah, you stay down over there, boy. think he might do Dohaeris, but I don't think that any of these are a good answer to it. Like, what does Force March do? Make him kneel a Botley crew? Who cares? So let's just do coppers. Return to the fields. That works. Please draw Maester Crescent. There's 3 of them in the deck. Come on, draw him. It'd be so insanely good this turn if I can draw him. Come on, top deck him. I hate this game. Bye-bye, Davos. Who's so lucky that I didn't draw any Crescents? That garbage always happens to me. That hurts, newly made lord. What else you got? Is that it? Is that all? Oh, it's Night Flyer. Well, that's annoying. That's annoying. I don't like that. That stops me from playing Kingsgate. I don't like that. Phooey on you for playing Night Flyer. I'm going to do 4- with Robert's ability. So I'm only going to use one of these red priests to do a intrigue challenge, I think. Don't think military is relevant enough to kneel the other one. Can he defend this? He can. Man, that sucks. He has 7 power strength with the Iron Fleet Scout. Well, military it is. Let's hope he doesn't have another ward. At least there can only be one more. Alright, so he doesn't have another one at the moment. That's good. I think now I'm going to do Force March in case of Valar Morghulis. Because if I go King in the north and he goes Valar, it's not very good for me. Yep. Watch this. He's not going to be very happy. Got him! Don't fanatic me, bro. Doesn't look like he has a fanatic. You thought you could kill Robert, but you couldn't. Get force marched. So, that was the combo that Force March was in the deck for, and I actually got to do it. It's pretty funny. Ah, oh, Maester Crescent. You're like 3 turns too late. What are you doing? So he got Ramsay's Snow back, and he's going to have exactly enough gold to play him. So let's make sure we play this Storm's End Maester. I can't play Beric. I can play a Begging Brother. I think the play is just Begging Brother with 1 gold. So this will also be annoying for him since he can cancel Ramsay. And if he has the 3rd ward, then next turn maybe I can use Crescent on it. I want to keep Crescent in my hand until I see him play another like Ward or Milk or something. I also really hope that I can find another save to save like Robert or Melisandre or somebody from my own Valar Morghulis. That would be nice. Come on, use the duplicate. You know you want to. Damn. Really trying to draw bodyguards or duplicates or something. No such luck. Let's discard. These traders haven't been very useful. Maybe Dragonstone Faithful? Yeah, I don't think we need him. Hopefully I can just win this turn, and then my Valar won't screw me. We take Westeros, damn it. At least he waited until now to do that. This plot is so dumb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take my Dragonstone Castle. Super fair plot effect right there. Again, hopefully if I just win this turn, then it won't matter. Oh, he can't use it anyways because of the king in the north. And we saw that he's using Core Balon. He's not using King Balon. Play another ward. I dare you. Oh, no. Don't play a ward. Because if he wards the Begging Brother, he can use the gold on the Begging Brother to cancel Maester Crescent. That would be a fail. Yeah, no kneel in the Sea Tower. You don't have a Kang. You need a Kang. Well, that guy's getting kneeled. See if there's something else. There it is. Ha! He thought he got me, but he didn't. Watch this. Give him back. My Begging Brother. Ha ha! Get out! Ha ha ha! He didn't like that very much. Yeah, I had to draw him sooner or later. Give me my Begging Brother back. So I marshaled this other begging with 1 gold to cancel the 1 gold here, so that this one could not cancel Crescent. But I forgot that because it's the king in the north, he couldn't use it anyways, so that was unnecessary. Then I could also like do this. I mean, King's Gate. This would have been a reasonable turn. Got him. So we beat Greyjoy after all, but it was not real Greyjoy. It was bad Greyjoy. Bad Greyjoy. This is not how you play it. This is not what you do. Core set Asha, core set Balon, start cards? No, that's not what you do. You play new characters. You play 7-cost Asha and 7-cost Balon and Victarion. Those are the right cards. He's playing the wrong ones. That's what he gets. Get Baratheon.